One of the hard lessons I learned from reading the comment section of the two Tonya TKO videos I produced is how gullible many of these Afro American Negroes truly are. And the other lesson that I learned is how belligerent and ignorant many of these Afro Americans and Negroes truly are in the face of being presented with information that is going to help them. Now, when I produced those two Tonya TKO videos, I wanted to alert people to how this woman was exploiting them and the solutions that she could have used to help herself. But instead, some of these Afro American Negroes, when presented with that information, decided to go into ad hominem attacks and shaming tactics in the hopes of silencing me instead of taking the information I was presenting to them and saying, hey, this guy is looking out for us. This guy is trying to support us. He's trying to help me get ahead. Instead, these people were sitting there justifying this female, taking advantage of them, saying it was good that she was getting her hustle on and that I was jealous of this female. I have nothing to be jealous of because I have integrity. And I look at that situation, and sadly, I can now understand how people like your Tyler Perry take advantage of this Negro, how people like your Lee Daniels take advantage of this Negro, how people like your Steve Harvey take advantage of this Negro, and how other predators like your Oprah Winfrey's take advantage of this Negro, and how your black pastor exploits this Afro American Negro every Sunday. Because if you tell this Negro what he wants to hear, he will support you all the way. And moreover, it goes into what I discussed in previous videos about that covert contract that many of these Afro American Negroes have unwritten with each other. They will give any hustler a pass to get away with their stuff because they want to get away with their stuff. And they all want to bury all the skeleton bones inside the graveyard of dysfunction and act like nothing has happened. This is par for the course with your Afro American Negro community. They do not want solutions. And the reason why they don't want solutions primarily is because the Afro American Negro just doesn't want to take responsibility for anything. When I look at this Afro American Negro community, you would think they would be concerned about people like your Tonya TKO taking advantage of them. You would think they would call this stuff out. But no, your Afro American Negroes, for the most part, sit there and make excuses for them. And the people leading the front of the line of making excuses for this female are your black women and your pro blacks and your dysfunctional Afro American Negroes, sorted kind of mixed nuts like your thugs and other dysfunctional Negroes. All again saying that it was good that she got her hustle on. And then coming back at me and saying that you are jealous because she can hustle better than you. Well, I'm a businessman. A businessman does not need to hustle. A businessman is a builder who takes the time to lay a foundation for structures that he wants to last for a long time. And a person who wants to form business relationships with people in the community and other business partners so that he can continue to produce products over time. This is not a hustle for me. When I do things like the SJS Direct Cover Kickstarter, I have products that I want to produce and sell in the marketplace. And this is what I produce and finish at the end of my projects. This is not a hustle for me. I have a reputation I want to maintain. I have integrity. And I want people to understand that when I say I'm going to do something, I mean it. When I say I'm going to publish one of these books is coming out because this book right now was part of the Kickstarter that failed, and I had to save my own money to put it together. And with the help of some people on YouTube and PayPal, I was able to pay for this cover and get this book out. This book is right now available on Amazon as we speak. This is not a hustle for me. Hustlers, they're short term. I'm in this for the long haul. Man, this is what the Afro American Negro doesn't understand because many of you Afro American Negroes are raised by these females, and these females are short term emotional thinkers. And for the most part, your female, again, goes by her emotions, and she wants to be told what she wants to hear. And many of you Negroes, again, because you raised in these single mother households, you like hearing good things. Well, in the real world, sometimes we have to hear bad things. And bad things, yes, they may hurt in the beginning, but they help us grow. And the problem with the Afro American Negro is he doesn't want to hear bad things because for him, hearing bad things means that he is bad. No, it does not mean that you're bad. It means we have a problem and we need to solve the problem. This is the big problem with the Afro American Negro community, and this is why your Afro American Negro community does not grow because people in the Afro American Negro community, again, are afraid of pain, but with pain comes solutions. But the Negro doesn't want solutions because Negro, again, does not want to take responsibility for anything. And this is why hustlers take advantage of the Afro American Negro. Because the Negro is always looking to do things easy, they're looking to do things that feel good, but usually what feels good does not help us grow. It is pain, it is failure, it is loss that helps us grow, and that's the stuff that builds the character and resolve that allows us to go through the toughest of adversity. But your Afro American Negro does not want to go through adversity. He wants everything easy, so he'll sit there and make excuses for hustlers instead of sitting up here and making these people take responsibility. Again, I'm going to go back to that covert contract that many of these Afro American Negroes have with each other. They want to pat. They give people like your Tonya TKOs, your Lee Daniels, your Tyler Perrys, your Steve Harveys, your Oprah Winfreys. They give those people a pass because they want a pass in return to get away with their own chicanery. And as long as both of these codependent partners are getting away with their dysfunction, no one has to take responsibility for what goes on in the African American Negro community. And that's how they've been doing. And this is why people are so gullible and taken advantage of because they really don't want to take responsibility for anything. And when you call stuff out, they want to attack you, the messenger, for presenting a message to them because, again, they don't want responsibility for anything. All they want to do is run you around in a circle, going around and coming around. And then, when you get tired of arguing and going back and forth with them, these codependent Negroes are going to then try to point the finger at you with shaming language saying that you don't care about the black community, you don't like black people, you hate yourself, when the person who hates themselves the most is this Afro American Negro who sits there and justifies and condones being exploited and taken advantage of. When you look at this Afro American Negro, you see that he is an unindicted co-conspirator in his own dysfunction. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.